Sometimes when you're travelling around Australia, whether you're doing a lap or you're just driving from point A to B to get somewhere, you go through some little towns that you don't bother stopping at, or you see signposts, little towns off to the side that you don't bother turning off because you're on your way somewhere else. What I found though, sometimes these little towns are worth a stop. And so what I want to do is just do a little series about 3 towns in 3 minutes, little places that you may not have stopped at, you may not even have heard of, and maybe just give you a bit of a background history, so next time you're travelling around, if you see these little places, you may decide it's worth having a look. Tin Can Bay has a relaxed atmosphere, typical of smaller Queensland coastal communities. Bounded by the Great Sandy Strait that separates Fraser Island from the mainland, Tin Can Bay is home to about 2,300 people. The name of the town is thought to derive from the local indigenous word Tinchin, which means in the local dialect mangrove. Okay, so why is it worth visiting here? Tin Can Bay is a great out-of-the-way community-focused town that has some attractions and things to do, like excellent walking paths through the mangroves and forests, great fishing and crabbing, supervised dolphin feeding, and just has a really laid-back and great lifestyle. I could easily live here.
In that whole area, there's estimated about 1,000 or so of these dolphins. In the sandy straits here, we've probably got about 80 or so.
Okay, next up is Hebel. It sits just 4 k's north of the Queensland-New South Wales border, and the name is thought to have originated from a person called Noble van Hebel, a German immigrant who helped stage the Cobb & Co coaches in the 1800s. In about 1886, the town became a border customs post. The buildings have been kept much the same as from that era, with the general store being originally built as a dance hall. So why would I come here? While Hebel only has a population of 62, the community is fighting hard to retain that 1800s feel and culture. It is a fascinating, quirky place to have a look around, and of course have a famous Hebel pie. Situated on the Barrier Highway between Broken Hill and Adelaide sits Mannahill. In 1887, a railway was built to transport the ore from the rich Broken Hill mines to the smelters in Port Pirie. Mannahill became one of the key railway stations on this line. Prior to this, it was an important stop on a stock route from New South Wales to the closest railhead at Tarawi in South Australia. It also supported several local gold mines in the vicinity. So is it worth a stop? The town's population of 4 deserves to be supported for keeping its history alive. The well-preserved railway station is a beauty. The old pub is still licensed, but has a dual role now as a local museum as well. It houses much of the colourful history of this community. There is also a small camping area and clean toilets.